Hello and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic 2. So last episode we boarded the Ebon Hawk, we escaped from Paragus, ran around the ship some. You can see where this was all sparky and damaged during the prologue. When we boarded it, the ship is still kind of in a bad way. Sort of. Lab station here, workstation in a garage. Don't want to go up that ladder. We will die. HK-47 we found in the cargo hold. Installed a vocabulator. Let's see if we can find T3M4. It's usually wandering between the engine room and the security station. There he is. Let's see. Last time we spoke to Kreia. Learned a little bit about the history from when we went into exile from the Jedi Order at the end of the Mandalorian Wars. Missed the entire Jedi Civil War before popping back up on the Harbinger. So we learned a little bit about that and about the Jedi Civil War itself. So influence failure. So T3M4 and HK-47 are both companions in Knights of the Old Republic 1. And you kind of get a sense from T3M4 that whatever happened when Revan left the galaxy or wherever he went, we don't know. They locked out the navigation computer or navicomputer from the Ebon Hawk so no one could tell where it had been. And then for some reason T3M4 is very hesitant, is covering it up. We don't know why. We don't know what he knows. But if you get his influence high enough, or you gain enough influence with him, he may tell you some things. Alright, we won't push them. Suffered a lot of damage over the years. Sad beeps. Initial damage unit. AKA why he has to level up or start over from level 1. Glad to have you along. Happy beeps. Look like you're in need of some routine maintenance since we have a decent repair skill. Influence success. So there's dialogue options, and as we progress in our skill level, upping our repair and our persuade or influence with them, we get more and more abilities to kind of increase the stats by. So that time our repair skill was high enough, and he gets a +1 to Constitution. So that's a permanent increase to his attributes, which is awesome. And what do you mean we faded out? Referring to the fact that he was telling us his Constitution went up. A little bit of a meta joke. See if our repair is high enough. Nope. Need more. Well, we need more influence before he'll even let us try. So this is where he basically acts like a mobile workbench, and then you can also make programming spikes. I believe you only make a certain number of them. So we'll just get a few of them out of here in case we need them later. Alright. Yeah, 4 spikes, and then we gain some more influence. So if we talk to him again, he may let us attempt another repair. I believe that influence he gained during the conversation doesn't really take effect until he exits the conversation, then it counts. And you can re-enter the conversation and have that influence applied. But we'll do it later. Just for aesthetic's sake, I'm going to de-equip the plasma torch, and then I'm going to put our sword away. Otherwise, we might take someone's eye out.
How's our passenger? She's still aging?
Well, she sure could use it. It might do wonders for her mood, too. He's lucky she's a Jedi, or someone would have killed her years ago. I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
Good-looking? Are you that desperate?
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now.
After spacing that old witch, of course.
See, ease off the insults.
Whoa, all right. Don't get mad at me. Hey, I didn't ask her to stay behind and get her hand cut off, okay? I mean, I appreciate what she did and all, but she could stand to lay off the insults herself, you know?
Change the subject.
Like we have a choice? It's the only place Varagus had logged in their astrogation charts.
Well, if you thought Varagus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life.
Should be there before too long.
You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Alright, I'll do that.
So, what happened?
To what?
Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Varagus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours?
These are all basically correct options.
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi?
Well, so this is where we get to basically choose a little bit more of our own backstory.
Figures. It wasn't red, was it?
It was redder than a Lageric's eye. Both the blade and the crystal were unique.
Yeah? Unique how?
So these choices will come back. They really just affect maybe some future cutscenes or, you know, flashbacks. But really, for your character, it doesn't make a difference. You just kind of choose what color it was. We'll go green since we are a consular.
Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us.
It was taken from me long ago.
Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Which is our cue to, we select this, choose the destination, just like you would for any intergalactic travel, and that'll just kind of push us forward to the next location. Let's see if he has anything more to say. I don't think he does. He's doing a real good job flying a ship with a blaster rifle in his hands. Pretty impressive.
Should be there before too long.
Okay, so that's it. And we basically exhausted all the conversation options for everyone else. We explored the ship, we found a secret compartment, got these sweet Jedi robes. So let's go ahead and make our way to Telos. So this is where Progress 2, can't travel there, facility is destroyed. Makes sense, the whole thing blew up. Citadel Station. See, artificially maintained, space station, landing zone. So this Citadel Station was in fact not built by the Protheans or some sort of weird Star Child, holographic interface of the Lovecraftian Space Squid Reapers, whatever race they belong to. But this is a space station covering like half the planet, is where the population is housed while they repair the planet, since the planet itself was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. You can see some green zones here, because it's been alluded to, is that reconstruction efforts are currently ongoing to Telos, and the reason why it's such an important planet is that this is kind of the trial planet to see if if we can get this planet recovered from total destruction, maybe there are other planets we can fix as well. If this one were to fail, maybe they don't want to invest the amount of time and money it takes to reconstitute an entire planet. Also makes sense why Telos was mentioned so many times in Progress and why there seems to be a direct travel link from Progress to Telos. It's because a space station of this size is going to require a lot of fuel to maintain its orbit. And Progress is an entire planet asteroid system comprised entirely of fuel exports. So let's make our way there. Kind of your standard space city construction. Lots of towers, lots of flying vehicles. Everyone going somewhere. I assume maybe to work.
Attention, this is Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 126. Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion... Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragas mining facility.
Oh, cheese it! How do they know? Are we under arrest? Or are we free to
You
go?
haven't been formally charged, but you will be placed under house arrest pending the results of our investigation. Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry.
Will I be able to get my gear back?
If you are cleared of any involvement, your personal effects will be returned to you. You will be held briefly in the TSF station until living quarters can be arranged, at which point you will be placed under house arrest. Do you understand?
We can take him, but we'll cooperate.
Good. My men will relieve you of any arms and armor. Please follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
Shady character. Might come up again later. Or might not.
You will be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in residential module 082. I have many matters to tend to.
You're gonna have to be rude about it.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
You think they could leave us like a folding chair or something to sit on?
Someone is coming. So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed.
I know it split the fan base, but I thought overall it was a pretty good movie.
The Exchange has a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The Exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some two-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey? I'm more than skilled enough to work for the Exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills. No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse.
He's not like the brightest person we've ever met. He might actually be the dumbest person we meet along the way. Please tell us more of your master plan.
The security cameras have mysteriously shorted out. There will be no witnesses to your escape attempt, during which I'll have been forced to kill you. By the time the TSF realize I'm not one of them, I will be far from this place. Easier for me then. Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave him alone. You want to fight? Then try me if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match to my skills.
Alright, let's see what sweet ninja moves we got without our Vibra Blade. Well, it didn't last very long.
The security cameras are... What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to back up slowly. Hands in front of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate, and we won't have to gun you down.
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed... who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
He said he was an assassin. That he worked for the Exchange. He wanted us alive and he cared if we were dead. He wasn't very smart.
Rem's no assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him.
How did he manage to sneak in here?
That's something we're going to have to look into. I can tell you that it can't have been easy. We've arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until our investigation of the Paragus matter is complete. You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability.
It's reassuring. But let's go.
Officer, got Lieutenant Yima a report of this incident. She'll look into this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082 immediately. These will serve as your quarters for the duration of your house arrest. 2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or two?
No blaster can hold up to these unregistered instruments of lethality. What do they call these smoldering eyes?
I can't say. We have a ship examining what's left of the Paragus facility now, so your stay might be brief. We'll keep you informed.
Now, this is a step up from a force cage, at least.
If there are any problems, we'll use the wall terminal to contact you. Let's go.
At least we have beds and an actual
This isn't good.
place to
Gotta get
sit
off
down.
this station. What do you think the TSF is going to find at Paragus? That could bring the Sith...
You know what? Forget it. As long as we're trapped here, it doesn't matter.
We cannot stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
Rest. In the future, they have entire computers dedicated to
Excuse me, you have a call.
monochrome Skype calls.
Representing the Athorian planet restoration interests on Telos. Lieutenant Gren's cleared him if you'd like to speak with him.
Send them on in.
Very well. I'll let him in now.
What is this about? This is our chance to skip some exposition, but we'll go ahead and ask him about it for this purpose of this playthrough. Zerka is the corporation from the first Knights of the Republic that was enslaving Wookiees on their planet of Kashyyyk. So, great business. They had a, review their financial statements, their income statement of cash flows, balance sheets. Actually showing quite a bit of growth. Unfortunately, most of it is a little bit outside of, the generally accepted ethics principles. It's not quite human trafficking, but it is Wookiee trafficking. So they're probably not the good guys. Why would they do this? Why are they so incompetent yet still getting government contracts? Heal me?
Perhaps Choda Habat should turn his eyes to his own people, if they truly suffer so.
We are now starting to see some of the weakness with the BioWare conversation system, insofar as the aliens that don't speak English, and you kind of get that repetitive alien speech. I'll speak with you later when I'm freed. So it does get a little repetitive. I'll probably start skipping the longer, leave it up for a few seconds to read it. But they do get a surprising amount of, mileage out of the same 4 or 5 lines, if that. Because occasionally the voice actor will add a little inflection. So you kind of tell when an Ithorian or a Wookiee is sounding upset. Oh, now Zerka is calling us.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through?
Oh, why not?
Thank you. I will connect you now. Good day.
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am Jana Lorso. I understand that you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats.
I don't recall that.
Oh, and I suppose he didn't mention the exchange, helping you with any problems here? In other words, the Ithorians won't need the exchange to you if you work with them.
I can't tell if she's assuming that he made these threats, or if she's trying to extremely subtly make threats of her own by bringing this up. But she does speak English, so she does earn a few points.
Well, no matter. My apologies. I never intended to waste your time discussing Ithorians.
Then get on with it.
I believe you're a person of influence, someone I'd like on my side. rather than aiding the Ithorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Zerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive.
How are they in the way of things?
Their plans for the restoration of Telos are aimless and meandering. Restore the sacred natural beauty of Telos, they say. Just what does that mean? How does that apply to natural resource development and consumption? The proper planning of urban sectors, resorts and tourism? It doesn't. The Ithorians are spending billions of Republic credits on a plan with no defined profit. If it continues, they'll drive the Republic into irreparable debt and have nothing to show for it but a few meadows and a weather generator the size of a small continent. That's too bad. Well, you know where we are if you change your mind. Citadel Station is at a crossroads right now, you know. And so are you. Don't take the wrong road.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately.
And rest.
Explain something to me.
I do not have
That's how we
the
sleep.
endurance required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If he served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability. For a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
He has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that he turned away from war, did all that he could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do him a disservice by not speaking of this while he is present.
So Gray never comes out and says she's light or dark side, but
I've come to inform you that
talking about, you know, conflict strengthens you and
what's left of the Paragas
isolation weakens you, kind of gives you a hint on
present, though it was gone when our ships
if she's
arrived.
leaning a little bit more heavily to one side or the other.
Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search.
Why are they sending the ship?
To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger.
The sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay. The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF Station and Entertainment Module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk.
The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave.
And my droid.
After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off the station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd.
He's now brought up Nar Shaddaa a couple times.
Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, you know? It's no big deal.
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Paragas, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here, on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities, or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think?
Stay or explore Telos. We need a ship. Let's find the Ebon Hawk.
Makes sense. I'll follow your lead.
Cool.
I hear you.
Go ahead and level these guys up real quick. Oh, she got a couple level. I forgot, that's right. She was removed from the party, the last bit of Paragus. Alright, now we are free to move about Telos. So we'll do some exploring here. Apartment C2. Let's see. Anything in here? It's pretty small apartments for locked. And then these are not actual doors. But yeah, for having 3 beds in
The war has really inflated prices here in the outer
a room that's pretty small, lacking privacy. Mithorian. Telosian. And locked. Open. Oh, there's someone here. What is the exchange phone with you? Cool, this is our first merchant. Things you can buy, categories, things we can sell. Not much. Don't sell that. And then how much it costs, how much credits we have, how many he has, and how many we have. So yeah, these run up in price pretty high. Anything we can take? He does have a workbench here that we can use, I believe. Yeah. That's right, we don't have anything to sell because all our stuff has been confiscated. Is this locked? Let's see. Impossible. So it can't be open no matter what. Apartment complex. They use the word complex very lightly. Just minutes of wardrobe. Oh, Foot Locker. Nice. This guy's got a queen size.
Hey,
whoa!
What are you doing in my apartment?
It was unlocked. Just looking around.
Looked like you were doing more.
I just
Figured what? You just break into my apartment and take everything I own? Are you crazy?
Well, when you put it that way.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'll be going now. Just checking out the view. Look at all them stars and them shuttles. Classic Star Wars 3-fin shuttle thing. It's got a smaller dorsal fin than the others. Is this Hera? The guy with the casinos. They really captured the glisten of the tentacles. In a predicament. What is your predicament? But you did.
Dahupa o Sakurata go Jujuto Yoki. Hiata Yamba Wajia.
You made her a slave. Way to go.
Sakurata go Jujuto Yoki. Hiata Yamba Wajia Yukito Tune. Dahupa o Sakurata go Jujuto Yoki. Hiata Yamba Wajia.
This guy's got a thick neck. Well, maybe we could help out. If only for her sake. 2,000 credits. Oh, we'll see what we can do. Information terminal. Accessible from others. So we can download the map. And then we can also transit to other modules that we have visited first. Where did we come from? So that's not a door. This is a door to the entertainment module, which is where we will go. This is the Zerka building. So we won't go in there now. We'll be back there later. Isn't that cute?
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
And this is the exchange. So the exchange, the ones that supposedly have a bounty out when Jedi have an office here on the Citadel. It's legit, I can promise. Another information terminal. So we are now in 082 West. So download the map. And now we can fast travel between here and there. I mean, we're standing right next to it, so like, who cares? But we'll start adding them out. I don't know what this lady's getting excited about. Pressure door, Onderon diplomat. So they mentioned Onderon before as being related to the Theologian Restoration Project, as well as there is some trouble there that the Republic is having. It'll probably come up later in the story.
Hello there, and greetings from Isis and Onderon.
But let's see if he has any little bit of back information.
I'm a diplomat from Queen Talia on Onderon. My stay was supposed to have been shorter, but the contract disputes over the restoration project had prolonged it.
Do you open your eyes when you talk to me?
The Ithorians negotiated the export of flora and fauna from Onderon, but with their disagreements with Zerka, the status of our arrangement is in the air.
Looks like he's asleep or something. Alright, so troubles on Onderon. Queen Talia. Things up in the air. Let's see. Medical supplies. Skill too low. We'll see about that. Open. Slice. Hey, we got it. We didn't have any spikes. And we got a med pack for our troubles. Apparently this is like a hospital. Actually, we can... No, not that. Medical facility. Lab station. So a workstation was over in that droid. Dude's apartment, and then we have a lab station here, so. And then the Thorian compound is right here, so that's where that Chodo Habat character is, and a vivarium. Alright, let's check our journal real quick. High stakes. Hera told you about Romana, Twi'lek owned by Dotenhet, who dances in the cantina. He wagered on her Pizak game and lost her trying to get her back. What a jerk. Arrested! Lieutenant Gurn is released from house arrest, but you must remain on board Citadel Station until the Republic completes its own investigation of the progress incident. You may use Apartment C3 as your home. Most of the TSF station to complete the necessary paperwork. Because there's no way you can have a no-holds-barred action adventure without accumulating a vast amount of paperwork. And in Zerka and the Ithorians. False Batu, this was the assassin idiot who tried to kill us. I don't know if you'd really call it much of an attempt, but we can try and figure out who it is and rebuild HK-47. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I will leave it. We'll go ahead and stroll on over to the shuttle bay to the entertainment sector. That is where the TSF station is. So next episode, we'll make our way to the TSF, see if we can get our stuff back and our ship back. There was that shady character hanging out around the Ebon Hawk, though, when we were arrested. So we'll see if everything goes smoothly. I'm going to get my sweet robes back. And yeah, then we'll figure out what exactly it is we're doing here on Telos, see if we can get off and how we're going to get off, as well as maybe resolve this whole Ithorian-Zerka conflict. So thanks for watching. If you still are, I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a good time. I'm really enjoying it. Not only do I like playing this game, but I'm also procrastinating on doing my master's homework. So any excuse I can find to do that is a plus in my book. So I will see you next time. And yeah, bye.